Hello everyone, welcome to Gentle Chair Yoga. My name is Cara. Today's class is all about creating balance and strength in the body. This will be a practice that involves some standing, and so you will need some room around you. So we will be standing at the back of the chair, at the side of the chair, at the front of the chair at times. And so it is really important that you have a sturdy chair. So you can see mine has no armrests. It's a folding chair, but it's really strong and sturdy, and it's not gonna slip around on me. So hopefully you have something like that. Also make sure that you have flat-soled shoes or are barefooted for the practice. So let's begin in stillness. Coming to the front part of your chair, sitting up tall, feeling the feet and your sitting bones connecting to the surfaces beneath you. Take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the mouth. Again, as you breathe in this time, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Exhale. And again, deep breath in, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Good. Aligning the spine. Place your hands at heart center and close the eyes. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. It can be anything you'd like it to be, something positive. And then open the eyes. Place the hands palms up on your lap. Let's start with a gentle chin tuck to align the spine. So inhale, lengthen, grow tall. As you exhale, begin to tuck the chin straight back, lengthening through the back of the neck. Ears stack over the shoulders. Stick the chin out and then draw the chin back, creating length through the back of the neck. Great work. Now keep that slight chin tuck. Draw the belly button in. We're going to practice hinging at the hips. So the movement is happening right here in the hip joint and nowhere else. So I want you to imagine getting tall as you breathe in, and then as you exhale, hinging forward only from the hips. So the spine stays long, the back of the neck is long, and we're just bringing all that length forward as you hinge through the hips. So trying this a few times. Chest remains open, shoulder blades are gliding down the back. And you're shifting your weight into your feet. So you should feel the weight going down through your heels as you shift forward, and then back into your sitting bones as you shift backwards. Let's do that 2 more times. Good. So this is preparing us for our sun salutations that we're going to be doing in a moment. Great. So moving right into our sun salutations today. Inhale, raise the arms up any amount. And then as you exhale, begin to hinge forward at the hips. Place your hands on your thighs, bend your elbows, and lean forward, only hinging at the hips. So the back of the neck is long, the elbows are drawing in towards the ribs. And then as you inhale, straighten your elbows, lift the chin, look up, press down through the thighs, and then exhale to release. So let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, place the hands on the thighs, lean forward, elbows hug into the rib cage. Then inhale, straighten the elbows, open through the heart, looking up, chin up. And exhale, release. Roll the shoulders for the last one. Ready, inhale, float the arms forward and up. And exhale, hands to thighs, hinge forward, back of the neck is long. And then inhale, straighten the elbows, lift the chin up, gazing upwards. And exhale, release. Well done. Just take a breath here and pause. Feel how that experience was in the body. So place your hands on your hips, and we're going to work that hinging action a little bit more as we work on strengthening through the legs. So the first thing I'd like you to do is to take your right foot back behind you, just a little bit. Good, and then step the left foot back behind you. So we're just practicing walking the legs back, because we're going to use this in a moment. Try again on each side. So as we come into our chair pose this time, we're going to bring the right leg back. And as you sit up tall, inhale, then exhale, begin to lean forward, and you should feel this in your left leg. Good. Then inhale to come back up, and exhale, hinging forward, strengthening through the left leg. Keeping the back of the neck long, yearning the heart forward, and only going as far as feels comfortable for you, always. You might feel that front leg trembling a little bit. All right, well done. Let's change sides. So now stepping the left foot behind you. So most of the weight coming forward is going into your right leg. So inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, begin to lean the weight forward. Shoulders draw back, chest is still lifting. And trying that a few times at your own pace. Drawing the belly button in towards the spine to activate and wake up your core. And then push down through that heel, the front heel. You should feel that leg trembling a little bit. That's a good sign that you're working that muscle. One more on this side. All right, good. And then just windshield wiper your knees side to side. Sitting up tall, place your hands, palms up, and take a breath. Next, we're going to go side to side. So take your left hand on your left hip, bring your right arm out to the side of your body, then externally rotate the arm so that the palm faces up and the entire arm bone is rolling open and outwards. Now keep all of that external rotation and just turn the palm down. So you should feel the spiraling energy through the entire arm. And then exhale to release, shake it out, and we'll do that again. So just take a moment to reset, and then inhale, reach that right arm out to the side, then externally rotate, roll that entire arm bone out, and then turn the palm back in. Notice how that feels. You should feel a stretch through the arm into the biceps and shoulder. Take a breath in, and then see if you can reach now over to your right side. Reach the fingertips to the far wall, finding length through the right side body as you reach to the side. And then exhale, come back and release that arm, shake it out. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So take your right hand to your right hip, and then inhale the left arm up and out to the side, and then open the arm bone, rolling it back, palm facing up. Get all that external rotation through the arm and then turn only the palm to face down. Try to keep everything else the same. Feel that stretch through the arm. And then exhale, shake it out. And reset and let's go again. Inhale, reach the arm out to the side. Then roll the entire arm out, palm facing up. And then only the palm turns back down. Try to keep everything else the same. Inhale and then exhale, reach to the side of the room. Try to touch the far wall wherever it is. And feel that weight shifting into your hip, into the left hip. Good. One more breath. And then exhale, release, and roll your shoulders, shake it out. You can do the same sequence again, or you can do it with both arms reaching out to the side. So let's do that together. Inhale, reaching the arms out to a T shape. Externally rotate, palms open to the sky, open through the heart, and then turn the palms down, and then shifting the weight over to the right, leaning into that right sitting bone, and then over to the left. Feel the weight shifting into the left sitting bone. Let's do that again on each side. Right sitting bone. And then over to the left. And then back to center. Your arms are probably getting tired now. So let's release and shake it out. Good job. Take your hands, palms up on your lap and take a breath here. Find stillness and check in with your body. Check in with your intention that you set at the beginning of practice. And open your eyes if they were closed. Now grab hold of your chair seat. You may want to use this for support, or you can use the back of the chair as well, as is comfortable for you. Sitting up tall, draw the belly button in, and see if you can raise the right knee any amount off the ground. So the right foot is going to come and lift off the mat and then set it back down. Try this on the other side, just getting a sense of how it feels to raise each leg off the ground. And if you need a little extra help, not to worry, you can use your hand to lift the knee up. You decide what works for you today. You can even visualize this movement. So lifting up, alternating legs. And then we'll focus a little bit more on the right leg. So lifting that right knee up, draw the belly button in. Feel free to hold the back of the knee if you like. Hold it here for a moment. And maybe with the opposite hand, you can reach for the toes, almost like you're putting on your socks. Hold that. And then release. And we'll do that again. So inhale, get tall. Lift that knee up. Hold it. See if you can keep your spine away from the back of the chair. And then maybe reaching that opposite hand down to the toes. Maybe even grabbing the big toe. Hold for a moment. Lift up. And exhale, release, windshield wiper that knee side to side. And let's try on the other side. So sitting up tall, begin to lift the left knee up off the ground, reaching across, sliding your hand towards your foot. Hold it for a moment, and then exhale, release. And again, lift the knee up, sitting tall, grabbing hold of the foot, perhaps maybe the big toe, wrapping your peace fingers around the big toe and hold, growing tall out of your sitting bones. And exhale, release. Windshield wiper that knee side to side. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale out. Then open the knees wide, coming to the front part of your chair and stacking your ankles directly underneath your knees. So have a look and opening the knees wide enough so you start getting a stretch through the inner seam of your legs. Sitting up on your sitting bones, pressing down through your heels, and then placing your hands at heart center. Feel free to close the eyes here. Draw your attention to the outer hips, keeping the knees opening wide, feeling the outer hip muscles working to hold this position. Imagine a string at the crown of your head, lifting you up, growing tall, belly drawing in. Good. Open the eyes if they were closed, and exhale, place your hands on your thighs. Let's do a few heel raises. So just alternating with your feet, raising and lowering the heels, getting some energy through the feet. Maybe trying both at the same time. And relax them down, spread the toes, and reset the spine, lengthen tall. Take your left hand and place it to the back of your head. Inhale, exhale, begin to side bend over your right side. And maybe straightening the left arm, gazing up to the fingers for a side bend. Breathing in, breathing out. Smiling, breathing in. Maybe your forearm is resting on the right thigh, or maybe you're just bending the elbow. And then place your left hand on the back of your head once again. Inhale to come up and release, changing sides. Bend the right elbow, place the hand on the back of the head gently. This supports the head and neck as we bend over to the side. So now begin the side bend, bending your elbow a little bit on the left side, opening the chest towards the sky or ceiling. And then if you like, you can add a straight arm as the right hand, right fingers reach up towards the ceiling. You can wiggle your fingers, smile, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in to come back up. And exhale, release, windshield wiper, both knees now side to side. Take a breath. So now we're going to transition our practice to standing. So I invite you to come up and position yourself at the back of your chair. Your feet are hip distance apart, so have a look down at your feet and make sure that's the case. And your hands are gently on the back of the chair. We're going to do some more calf raises here in this position. So standing up tall, shoulders wrap back and down, chest is lifting. And then lift your heels off the ground using the chair for support. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. And then keep all of that length. Just drop your heels down. Try to keep your head in the same position. Drop the heels down. Keep the length through the spine. Let's do that a few times. Raising the heels up off the ground, growing tall, and then dropping the heels down. Inhale as you lift the heels. And exhale as you drop them down. 2 more. Draw the belly button in. And exhale, release. Last one. Hopefully you're feeling that in the backs of your legs. Good. Now practice shifting your weight into your right foot and then into your left foot. So using the back of the chair for support, leaning from one foot to the other, practice transferring your weight so that 80% of your weight is going through one foot and then 80% is going through the other foot. Warming up our balancing muscles. And then finding the center. Let's do downward dog. So your hands are shoulder distance apart. Now you're going to begin to walk your legs behind you. As you walk your legs behind you, sinking the chest down so the heart reaches towards the ground. Keep a bend in your knees here, tilting your hips up so the sitting bones are reaching to the back wall and tilting up even higher up to the ceiling. Bend the knees, bend the elbows a little bit. The back of the neck is long. Breathing in and breathing out. Press down through the heels. If you have the ability, you can slowly work at straightening the legs. Chest is dropping gently towards the ground. Straightening the elbows a little bit. Wrapping the arms away from the ears. Shoulders draw down. Inhale. And exhale. That should feel pretty good. Now bend the knees and slowly begin to walk yourself back to the chair. And we're going to rotate the chair so you can either walk to the front part of your chair or like me, you can just swivel it around so that you're facing the front seat of your chair. So we're going to do the sun salutations we did in sitting, but now in standing. So feet are hip distance apart. Belly button is drawing in. Chest is open. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, back, and down to reset the spine. And then when you're ready, inhale the arms forward and up. Exhale, begin to hinge at the hips and bring your hands to the seat of your chair. Bend the elbows, coming into a gentle forward fold. Then inhale, press down through the palms, straighten the elbows. Looking up, chest is lifting, shoulders are drawing back. Then exhale, forward fold once again. Bend the elbows. Then inhale, reaching the arms up, coming up to standing, reaching the arms up. And exhale again, folding forward. So hands reach down to the seat, bend the elbows, back of the neck is long. Inhale, straighten the elbows, look up. Exhale, forward fold. You can keep a bend in the knees. Then inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Last one. Exhale, hands to the seat. Bend the elbows. Inhale, straighten the elbows to look up, arching through the low back. Then exhale, forward fold. And inhale, come back up to standing. Well done. Shake it out. Bend your knees. Shake your hands, your elbows. Good. Okay, so let's make one final adjustment to the chair. So coming to the side of the chair for the next series. So we're working towards our peak pose, which is tree pose today. A great balancing pose and one of my favorites. So have one hand resting on the back of the chair for support. Standing tall, imagine a string at the crown of your head, and then shifting your weight into your left foot, bring your right foot up to the chair seat. Once again, growing tall and just holding this position and seeing how it feels in your body. You may want to stay here, or you can experiment with a little bit of twisting. So on your inhale, lengthen up, and then exhale, begin to twist to look towards your right knee. Maybe bringing your left hand across to the knee and bringing your right hand into a cactus shape arm. So elbow is bent to 90 degrees and gazing over your right. Breathing in and breathing out. Good, coming back through center. Let's do a counter twist. So now twisting over the opposite way towards your left. Feel free to do a cactus-shaped arm with your left elbow here. And coming back through center. Good. So stepping the foot back, and you can keep the chair exactly the same position as we step the left foot up to the chair seat. Hopefully that still works for you. So just drop that left hip down a little bit as you grow tall. Notice how it feels on this side of the body. And then we'll begin to twist over to the left side. So gazing over the left hip, maybe placing the right hand across to the outside of the left leg, and maybe cactus arm shape. Your choice. Just see how it goes. You may feel a little bit wobbly. Breathe in and breathe out. Come back to center and counter twist. So gazing over to the right side. Cactus shaped arm with the right elbow. Breathing in, grow tall. And breathing out, return to center. It's time for our peak pose today. So you can do the same thing that we did just now, or if you feel up for it, you can come into tree pose. So I'm going to stand at the side of my chair here. So I have my left hand on the back of the chair, and my feet I can feel are connecting well to the ground, spreading the toes. And then begin to shift your weight into that left foot. Lift the right heel off the ground, maybe coming to the toes, maybe opening the knee out to the side, and then maybe experiment with how high you can place the foot on the inner seam of the leg. Just avoid the knee area. So maybe placing the foot on the shin, or maybe all the way up to the inner thigh. See how you go here. Inhale and exhale in your version of tree, balancing and enjoying this feeling. Feel free to place your hand on your heart, or you can reach it up towards the ceiling. Smile. One more breath. And exhale. Release the pose and shake out your legs. And let's do the other side. So placing your hand on the back of your chair for support, And shifting your weight now into your right foot. Lift the left heel up off the ground, come to the toes, standing tall. Maybe this side is different. So pausing anywhere along this sequence, opening the knee out to the side, sensing into that standing foot and pressing down strongly. And then decide how high to place the foot, pressing the foot into the inner leg and then resisting by pressing the inner leg into the foot. Breathing in and breathing out. Any arm position you choose that feels good for your practice today. Two more breaths. And exhale, release. Shake out your legs and your arms. Whew. And come back to a seated position. So that was so well done. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you found some balance and strength in this practice and that it served you well. Now I'm going to invite you to find a comfortable, relaxed position in your chair. Palms can be facing up or however feels good for your body right now. Take a moment now to close the eyes and reflect back on your intention for today's practice. And then allow your breath to be effortless. And letting your attention rest on the breath like a leaf would lightly rest on the surface of a pond, riding the gentle ripples of your breath. Breathing in and know that you're breathing in, and breathing out and know that you're breathing out. But not trying to change it or manipulate it in any way. Begin to soften through the body. Relax through the eyes, the jaw, the neck, and throat. Soften through the arms and hands and fingers. Untying any knots in the spine. Letting go through the belly and chest. Sinking down into the surface that supports you. Feeling a heaviness through your legs and down into your feet. And taking this time to soak up all the benefits of your practice today. Feel free to stay in this position as long as you wish. Just breathing and softening, letting go. Or if you'd like to finish your practice with me today, I invite you to blink your eyes open. Place your palms together at your heart center. And thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you well. Till next time.